Good morning, students of St.Michaels Academy. Welcome to History class. We are reading chapter 5, coming of the Europeans' foundation of Mughal Empire, its rise and fall. In last few classes, we have read about coming of Europeans. In today's class, we will read foundation of Mughal Empire in the land of India. This is section 5.4.1 of your book. Mughal dynasty ruled most of northern India from the early 16th century to the mid 18th century. The Mughal dynasty was notable for its more than 2 centuries of effective rule over much of India, for the ability of its rulers who through 7 generations maintained a record of unusual talents, and for its administrative organizations. The Mughal Empire was important for bringing almost the entire Indian subcontinent under one domain. Here in this picture, you can see the most important Mughal emperors of history. The first Mughal emperor to come in India was Babur. The Mughal dynasty was founded by Babur, a despossessed Timurid prince who re-established himself in Kabul. From there, he conquered the Punjab and subsequently unseated the Delhi Sultanate before extending his rule across northern India. The complete name of Babur was Jahiruddin Muhammad Babur, who, after defeating Ibrahim Lodi at Battle of Panipat in 1526, founded the Mughal Empire in India. He was a descendant of Timur on his father's side and to Genghis Khan through his mother. He assumed the title of Ghazi after the Battle of Kanwa in 1527, in which he defeated Rana Sangram Singh or Rana Sanga of Mewar, the greatest Rajput ruler of the period. After that, he captured Chanderi from Rajput chief Medini Rai in the Battle of Ghagra in 1529 AD. Babur defeated Mahmud Lodi and his ally Nusrat Shah of Bengal. If you remember, in the last class we had seen that India, before the coming of Mughals or before the invasion of Babur, it was not a unified kingdom, rather it was divided into many provincial kingdoms. Now what Babur did over here, after he came, he first defeated Ibrahim Lodi, and after that, after a series of battles, he conquered several regions of northern India, and this is how the Mughal Empire started its journey in the land of India. But Babur's rule was very short. He did not live long after his conquests in India. As you can see, in 1530, that is just after 4 years of his entering to the Indian land, he died and he was buried in Kabul. Besides being a conqueror, a great emperor who set up Mughal dynasty in India, Babur was a scholar of Persian and Turki language, and he wrote his memoirs called Tuzuki Babri in Turkic language, and which is a great record or a social account of that time. Now, after the death of Babur, his son was ascended to the throne of Delhi. Nasiruddin Muhammad, who was better known as Humayun, was the second emperor of Mughal Empire and he was the son of Babur. Humayun could not peacefully reign for long. From the very beginning, he was confronted with a number of enemies. At one time, it was so appeared that the Mughal rule in India had come to an end. Many years of his reign were spent in defending the territories from his rivals. And he was even forced to seek refuge in Persia for some time. Why? This happened when Humayun, being defeated by a brave Afghan leader, Sher Shah, had to take refuge in far away Persia. This was around in 1540 AD. Now, who was Sher Shah? Sher Shah Suri is a famous ruler in the history of our country, as he was able to take the throne of Delhi from the Mughal kingdom. He defeated Mughal Emperor Humayun in various battles and forced him to live in exile. In 1539, he defeated Humayun in the Battle of Chausa near Buxar, and in 1540 he defeated Humayun in Battle of Kannauj. And it was after this battle Humayun was thrown out of the throne of Delhi and he had to live in exile as a wanderer for almost 15 years. But before long, fortune smiled on Humayun. After the death of Sher Shah, he recovered the lost Indian territories. Now, this death of Sher Shah was sudden and it came as a blessing for Humayun. This was the moment when Humayun made up his mind to invade India. When Sher Shah died. After recovering Kabul, he firmly re-established the Mughal power in Delhi, Agra and Punjab in 1555. So you can see that the rule of Humayun was from 1530 to 1540, the first half. It was in 1540 that he was defeated by in the battle of Kannauj, and after that, when Sher Shah Suri died, Humayun came back to India again in 1555 AD, and after that he ruled for 1 year. So that was all for today's class. Now you open your book and read this section. This is 5.4.1. You will find this in page 40 to page 41. Read this. If you have any query, if you have any problem understanding this section, then you can mail me your query in the given email address. Thank you.